Welcome back, everybody. Take a break with Stephen, Mr. Stephen Shamus.
Good to see you, my friend.
Sir?
How's it going today?
Every day is a good day, friend. Every day.
What's cooking over there?
Nothing. It's freezing. It's still freezing in LA. I don't know. I was promised nice weather all the time, not 60 something, 50 somethings at night. I don't know how to dress.
Trade you.
I'm confused.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you.
Well, at least I would know. I would have pants on and sweatshirt on at all times. I'm like wearing shorts and taking things off.
You're wearing pants now?
I'm wearing shorts, just not long pants.
All right, what do we got this weekend?
We're doing right back in the superheroes. We're gonna jump into new character Titan. We're gonna talk into old character Red Wolf, old character Mantis, and kind of a newer character, but not really. But Quoi.
Did you pronounce it properly?
I don't know. I don't know. Quoi. Q-U-O-I.
Mantis is they really explored her and Drax in the Christmas special.
Yeah.
I think enough time has passed. There's no spoiler alert anymore on that.
Yeah.
But, all right.
I haven't seen
it to that.
So I haven't.
You're kidding me.
I haven't seen it. I haven't done my due diligence. It's still November. I can't watch Christmas stuff yet. One more day, and once it's December, I will.
I just gave it away. So
that's fine. I understood.
I spoiled it. All right. What do we got, Alex?
Let's talk Titan, a very, very, very new character.
Yeah, why are these books blowing up? What's going on?
It's one of those things where, like, I think it's the Donny Cates hangover item. Like, anytime he creates a new character that's neat or cool, people kind of grab them and eat them up, and the secondary market goes crazy with them. One of the this character is he's a Hulk. It's from the new Hulk series. He is a Hulk, but he is like just the Rage version of the Hulk. He kind of looks like Doomsday, which is odd, but I mean, Rage, I guess. But it's one of those things where a new character that is cool and a big baddie, and people are taking it. I mean, it's the God Butcher type thing. If you want to think of something like a new character and where it comes and everything. But anything Donny Cates it comes up with, people are buying.
Got it. Okay, so Hulk number 6, Ryan Otley cover, June of 2022. So it's a very recent release.
Yeah.
It's also AKA Incredible Hulk number 773, Donny Cates story, Ryan Otley and Cliff Rathburn art. There are 416 blue label and 89 gold label 9.8s. It's about a $7 raw book, not too expensive. I'm going to kind of jump through till we get to the expensive ones, the ones that you really should be picking up. Cover B, Alex Garner Spider-Man variant, not the cover that people want because it doesn't have the Titan on it, $4 raw. Ryan Otley variant cover C, $4 raw. This is the one people want. Marco Mastrozzo 1 in 25 variant, 149 blue label, 51 gold label, 9.8. That's about a $50 book raw. The Alex Maleev 1 in 200 variant cover, 133 blue labels, 22 gold label, 9.8. That's a $250 raw book.
It's so big. Yeah.
Yeah. That book is crazy. I'm sorry. That's 259.8. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. The Jeff Shaw spoiler variant is only an $8 raw book. The Ryan Stegman 1 in 500 variant cover, 38 9.8 blue labels, 8 gold labels, $525. So that one's expensive. Yeah. Now we're starting to get into some expensive ones. There's a Larry Houston variant cover. It's the Hulk 181 homage. That's a $25 raw book. There's a Virgin version of that. That's a $25 raw book. There's the Clayton Crane Black Flag Comics Convention Edition Shop Fan Expo. The purple cover is a $30 to $50 raw book. There's only 46 9.8s. Then there's the Black Flag Green Edition with 52 9.8s. That's about a $200 book in 9.8. Then there's the Virgin Purple Edition. 61 9.8 is about $200. Then there's the Valerio Giordano variant cover from Comics Exposure and whatnot. That's about a $30 raw book. Then there's the Virgin version of that cover, which is about $175 in 9.8. There's 4 9.8s. And then lastly, there's the Marco Turini Comic Kingdom Creative Virgin Edition, There are 75 9.8s, but that's a $30 to $40 rule book. So a lot of really good versions of this Titan cover, Alex.
Yeah, and you're gonna see a lot of the whatnot editions starting to pop up now that they've been around and starting doing stuff for a while, and a lot of the whatnot variants are getting pricey, no matter what's on them.
Yep. All right, what do we got next, Alex?
Red Wolf, the Avenger. Red Wolf.
Yeah, these are expensive. I believe there's 4 different iterations of the character.
Yeah.
And I think the jump has to do with that Red Wolf is Marvel's first Native American superhero, and maybe they think there'll be something with that, or
yeah, I mean, you're seeing everything. I mean, Werewolf by Night, you're seeing every kind of aspect of the Marvel universe kind of being used and talked about. So, you know, if you're thinking MCU, why wouldn't Red Wolf be something in the MCU? I mean, that's definitely, Native Americans aren't used a lot in media anyways, and you can see Marvel's trying to push kind of a little bit more diversity that way, and Red Wolf's great. It's a great character, great design.
Maybe people think one of these versions are going to head to the small,
and it's a lineage thing. Like they're all connected, so it's not like you can't have all versions at some point in something. Plus, how cool would it be to have an MCU Western movie? Like, that would kill.
Yeah, so I think there's some speculation here, Alex.
Yeah.
So Avengers number 80, September of 1970. There are 10 9.8s, 27 9.6s, 47 9.4s. A 9.8 recently sold for $2,200. Origin and first appearance of Red Wolf, the William Talltrees version, Roy Thomas story, John Buscema and Tom Palmer cover and art. Then the second iteration was Wakely. Marvel Spotlight number 1, November of 1971, 10 9.8s, 44 9.6s, 60 9.4s. 9.2 recently sold at $400. I think you could find these books cheap in boxes, by the way, if you flip through. Origin of Red Wolf, Gardner Fox story, Sid Shores and Wally Wood art, Neil Adams cover. Then there's the Thunderhead version, Red Wolf number 7, May of 1973, only 3 9.8s and 6 9.6s. It's $15 to $20 raw. Gardner Fox and Roy Thomas story, Sid Shores and Jack Abel art with Rich Buckler and Joe Sinnott cover. And then lastly, the Wild Run iteration, Fantastic Four annual number 25 from 1992, 43 9.8s, 15 9.6s, a 9.8 is about 150 plus. Mark Grunwald and Tom DeFalco stories, Herb Trimpe and Terry Austin art with a Dan Panosian cover. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, love that book. Love that character.
Alex's pick of the week. What do you got for us, Alex?
More cards. These are they're called Animaru. They are coin pusher cards. So when you go to like an arcade and you put the coins in the machine and it pushes the coins out, some of the new machines are starting to put cards in there. And if the card comes out, you take the card, you get it, and it's like 50 tickets. So each card is like 50 tickets or something like that. But the thing with these are in arcades is you turn them in to get those tickets. So you don't actually keep the cards. I kept mine. I did not turn them in for tickets, obviously, because I still have them. They're cool little. These are the Marvel ones.
That is pretty neat.
Stats on the back. Neat. They're thick. They're like credit card feeling.
They look like credit cards.
They don't go for a lot on eBay, but because they're so new. But if you think about it, like how many of these are going to make it through in mint condition or nice condition in 10 years? Like there's some on eBay, like some of the old DC ones are going for $20-$30 a pop. There was a lot for a Star Trek Tribbles 30 pack for $200. Like these aren't things that you're going to find later. These are going to be hard to find in decent shape and just at all. So I don't know, it's something cool. If you're ever at a Dave & Buster's or
I was going to say, is it Dave & Buster's?
Dave & Buster's has them.
It is Dave & Buster's.
Chuck E. Cheese. I love those coin pusher games. Like I always feel like I'm good at it, but no one's really good at it. But the cards are neat. It's a nice bonus.
Got it. All right, Alex, what do we got next?
Mantis. We're gonna spoil some stuff for me, but that's okay.
Spoil some stuff a little bit. Yeah. So the Christmas special centered around Mantis and Drax.
Yeah.
Interesting because the movies focus so much on Gamora.
Yeah.
and Star-Lord.
Yeah.
You have the Groot, which is kind of fun, and Rocket. But basically the entire, most of the 75-80% of the special is Mantis and Drax. So it gives you a chance to really explore those characters in a way that you don't really get to before.
Right.
So Mantis is all over this, and I think you're seeing a pop on that.
Yes. And it's funny because Mantis has been in the MCU for a while. But, I mean, after the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie, you really didn't see her that much in game or anything like that. You saw a lot more, just regular, like you said, regular Guardians, the main characters there, background characters. But Mantis has been in the comics for a long time, and it's different kind of origins from the movie to the comic. The comic, she's a human that was raised in martial arts, and then has some psychic ability, and then her mind was wiped, and then she was married to Swordsman from the Avengers, and then the Swordsman from the Avengers dies, and a plant takes his form, and she has a kid, which we'll talk about next. Crazy. I think Mantis is one of those characters for the Marvel comics that they never really knew what to do with her once they had used her for things, but since the movies, they've kind of put her in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and now she's looks more like an alien than she did with her hair. So she's around.
Yeah. So character did a good job. So compliment the F.
Yep.
Avengers
Great.
number 112, June of 1973. 6 9.8s, obviously it's 1973. 23 9.6s, 52 9.4s, 48 9.2s, and 51 9.0s. A 9.8 recently sold for $4,200. A 9.0 is only about $275. So you can get a clean book in the $300 range. Yeah. First appearance of Mantis, Black Widow leaves the Avengers, Steve Englehart story, Don Heck and Frank Boley art with Don Heck cover. Avengers number 114, 2 months later, August of 73. There are 12 9.8s, 30 9.6s, 30 9.4s. A 9.0 recently sold for $230. Mantis meets the Avengers. Swordsman joins the Avengers. Steve Englehart story, Bob Brown and Mike Esposito art. The next time we see her, Avengers number 123, May of 74, 25 9.8s, 46 9.6s. The book is about $200 in 9.2. The first Star Stalker and cameo on the last page, origin of Mantis and Libra. Libra appearance, Zodiac cameo, Steve Englehart story, Bob Brown and Don Heck art with a Ramita cover. And then lastly, Avengers number 124, 1 month later, June of 74, 10 9.8s, 31 9.6s, 28 9.4s. That's about a $250 book in 9.6. Origin, first full appearance and death of the Star Stalker, origin of Mantis, Libra appearance, Steve Englehart story, John Buscema and Dave Cockrum art with Ron Wilson and Frank Giacoya cover. So that takes care of Mantis if you're looking for some issues on her.
Yes.
All right, what are we closing with today, Alex? This book is jumping like crazy.
Quoi, Q-U-O-I, Quoi. I'm
Talk to me about this character.
Yeah,
so
this is a weird one because this all has to do with Mantis. Mantis at some point was supposed to be the Celestial Madonna, and her union with a perfect plant, which was a plant version of the Swordsman who she loved, had a baby to make the Celestial Messiah, who is this Quoi character. And it's just very weird and something that is like a very like side character in the Avengers. I don't know why this is becoming a big buyback book, other than maybe somebody thinks Marvel, the MCU is going to do something. I mean, these aren't high printed books anyways, like number 3 of a miniseries from 2002, but very odd for this to be taken off like that is, like kind of out of nowhere.
Yep. Avengers Celestial Quest number 3, January of 2002, 11 9.8s. 9.8 recently sold for $400. First appearance, Steve Englehart story, Jorge Santa Maria and Scott Hanna cover and art. It's about a $15 to $20 raw book. I bet you could find these books sitting around in boxes.
Yeah, probably.
For sure. All right. Well, we thank you again for joining us this week. It was great having you all. If you have any questions or comments, please leave in the field below. Otherwise, we will see you all next week. Same bad time.
Same bad channel. Bye, guys.